Hello there, guys, and welcome to this short stream today. We're going to be taking a look at SimToolKitPro, and this version was provided to me by the developer to take a look at, and I thought it's actually worth taking a look at here on the channel and kind of showing you guys what are the new features. Now, in my view, SimToolKitPro is more than an EFB, but if it was classified as an EFB, it would be, in my view, the very best in the market out there. It beats everything else. Nothing comes close to it in terms of its features, functionality, versatility. It's really one of the best. And I hope that you guys can hear me okay. If I'm not audible for any reason, please do let me know. Okay, so here's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to show you guys the new features. As you can see, the user interface has definitely changed quite a bit. And one thing I like about this application, it's under constant development. So if you look at the dashboard has been changed. You can see the live map here, and with all the networks showing the total number of connected users on the network. You can see the profile here, so you can change it. This used to be previously in the settings menu, so now it is here, and you can change the call sign or how your name is displayed. The biggest thing probably is the live map, and if we go to the live map, you have a number of features now. You can go change the map type from dark to, this is what things look like here, and then we can come back here and you can change it to light, you can change it to terrain, and you can change it to satellite. This is by far my most favorite one. You can also use your left mouse button to navigate the map, and you can use your right mouse button to tilt the map. How cool is that? Now that is really, really cool. So you can see, again, all the connected users, and you can see the weather, so you can select the layers there, and you can change the colors. You can, this one, I guess, is still not enabled, or maybe it doesn't work for this type of map. But I really like what the developer has done here, and this is quite a bit of work. So I'm really pleased with what they've done here in terms of the map. And of course, you can add, VATSIM, IVAO, Pilot Edge, FS Clouds, and as you can see now, we can see all the connected users here. Oops, sorry, that's my mobile beeping here. Let me just set that to silent. There we go. All right, let me take a look if there are some questions here we can answer. Hey, greetings. How are you guys? Really good to kind of interact with you guys again. I'm really happy to be here and, showing you guys this stream. I was actually going to stream a flight from Rome to Malpensa last night. Aboard the Rotate MD-80. I ended up recording the video because I was having some issues with streaming. And still, I mean, the stream health, it's kind of showing me some, messages that the stream isn't, the health of the stream isn't that good. But anyway, back here to our SimToolKitPro. Moving from Live Map 2.0, if we go to flight planning, now this is pretty much what we are accustomed to. I'm just going to go ahead and load the latest flight plan from the flight that I've done last night. And what I do like specifically in this version of SimToolKitPro is how the entire navigation and the user experience has been rethought. It's very, for the lack of a better word, very ergonomically designed. The user is really in place, and quote unquote, the developers say I fixed a lot of the bad decisions, design decisions that I've made initially. And I didn't think that, the design was bad, but I think this is a lot better. As you can see now, you can very quickly navigate here the flight plan, and it will just show you. It really has changed since, by the way, the last video I've done on the tool. So things are looking a lot better now. Very intuitive, very clean and crisp. Performance has been improved quite a bit. If you go to your profile, now this is something I have a lot of appreciation for, the way that he's organized everything in tabs when you go to your user profile. So you click here on the fleet and you've got your fleet, and you can of course click on the aircraft logs. We can go, for example, for the MD-80 and click on the log, and then you get, looks like that, things are not exactly right because I've got more hours on this aircraft, but it's, I suppose when I migrated the data, I did not select the option to import from the previous version. But yeah, as you can see, things are looking really good. You can add custom aircraft now. So you can select the airframe and put all the information. You can update the stats of your aircraft once you do a flight in case it hasn't updated automatically. And you can manage your fleet and airframes here. And you can add them manually, or you can scan X-Plane 11 for all the different liveries and add them and make changes to them. Very, very cool indeed. And then the schedule is something that was not in the version that I originally made a video on. Let me see here. Let's see. So happy you decided to return. Welcome back. Well, it's good to be back, my friend. And yeah, it's definitely good to be back. I really have a lot of passion for aviation and for flight simulation. And I'll tell you guys, I missed really doing the videos. At the time, it was extremely difficult for me to do them and to spend really any time on the channel. But, with the current situation in the world, I think there's a little bit more time now to do things. So yeah, so you can create scheduled flights. I really like this feature. You can go to real world flights and you can select a flight number or a departure airport, destination, or even an operator. So I'm going to use KAC, which is Kuwait Airways, the national carrier here in Kuwait. And these are all the schedules that are available, and these are all real flights. So you can use the quick dispatch to dispatch this particular flight, or copy it to your schedule, and then you can fly. Those routes, and it also shows you the full schedule. So, for example, Kuwait Airways 101, which is a Boeing 777, that's probably to London Heathrow. Yeah, it flies every day. Of course, not in the current circumstances, but this is the real world schedule for Kuwait Airways. And then, of course, you can filter. So, for example, if I say departure airport is Dubai, OMDB, and we hit enter there, it should filter things. It did not. Let me see if I can select something from here and force it to change things. 777. I know the 777 goes to Dubai. So we're just going to select the triple. There we go. Actually, it says none. Okay. Landing reports are again available for you here. And now you can view the report and you can actually make changes to it if you like. So this is really, really cool. So this is the log editor. So this is where you can go if there is something wrong in your flight log, then you can come here and modify it. So we can click here and I can change, for example, the arrival time or cruise or the aircraft and what have you. So really, really very intuitive, very slick design, really. And moving from the user profile to tools and data, this is what you guys are used to from the previous versions. It's like Project Fly. Yeah, it is like Project Fly, but in my view, this tool is a lot better because it's got a lot more features. And so if you come here to the tools and data, this is something that, for example, is not available in Project Fly. So the airport database is something that you guys are accustomed to. We're going to select, for example, KJFK, search. Okay, so that's Kennedy International. And again, you can see that we get all the information related to Kennedy International with the wind and the current METAR information, all the runways, the heading, the length, slope, the ILS frequencies. And then in a similar fashion to what you've seen in the profile, now you can navigate through those tabs to the different available tools. This, by the way, is a very useful feature as well for the checklist. And you can select the aircraft here, and you can create your own checklist if you want. And you can just simply place them in the right folder, and they will appear here. Again, very, very cool feature. The wind calculator, the network explorer, those are things I've covered previously. But just the way they've been laid out now in those tabs makes it, by the way, you can import your data from Project Fly if that's what you choose to do. Is it free? Yes, it is free. It's actually donationware, but it's free. I mean, you can download it and use it. I do highly recommend that you donate. And if you want to donate to the developer, there is a button here where you click on donate to donate and help the developer keep the development active. I think this application is just simply great. So you can definitely import your data from Project Fly if that's what you choose to do. And then, of course, you've got the approach system. And if we go to, again, Kuwait International, we get all the runways, runway 15 left, 15 right, 33 left and right. And as you can see here, you have, you can set up in the simulator, you can set up a vector approach setup, a base approach, or a downwind approach inside the simulator. And that is something that is a good alternative for all the other payware products that are out there that will achieve the same objective. Only this application is free of charge. So definitely, you've got nothing to lose if you want to download this application. I use SimToolKitPro faithfully, and I have been using it for a very long time now, ever since actually I came across the application, because it's just simply very useful, and it just brings all of the tools that I need into one place, and I think that's key. So this is what things look like here. Now I want to focus your attention to this area down here. And as you can see here, I have Navigraph. So this is the latest flight I have. And I have, what's this? Active Sky, Navigraph, WebFMC. By the way, if you guys want a video on WebFMC, just let me know. I'll be more than happy. Does it do SIDS and stars? Yes, it does. I will create a plan for you guys now using SimBrief just to kind of show you. See, you can add your own, you can create your own tab. So I've created a tab here for SkyVector because I use SkyVector normally for VFR flights or when I do VOR to VOR, this is the best tool to do that. And to do this, you can simply click on this setting icon here. And as you can see now, you can add your options. You can add the tabs that you want, and if you want them to be enabled, you want the size to be big or small. And when I actually selected SkyVector, it immediately knew what I was doing, so it selected the URL and placed it there for me. So you can say enable large size tabs, as you can see here, and say OK, and now they are more visible and more readable. So it really depends on on your preference. But that is really a great feature. Again, Active Sky is not running at the moment. This is the donate button I told you guys about. Now, if you are a streamer, you can come here and enable the streaming tools. all you need to do for any streaming software that you're using is copy. It says OBS, but actually you can use it for anything that supports a browser capture or a browser source, beg your pardon. You just need to select it and paste it into the source, and it should work. There's also an HTML file that you can modify to kind of change the labels to icons if that's what you like to do. That's something that you can do as well. Right, let me check here to see if there are any questions. You can create the whole flight plan with arrival, runway details, import. Yes, you can do the FMC, but it would depend on the aircraft. I'll show you guys in a minute. For yeah. Okay, so now that we've looked at all these tools, oh, there is the monitor, of course, and the monitor is only available when the sim is running. And of course, the settings, this is where you put your data, you know, the nickname and SimBrief username and, you know, explain setup. And by the way, you can install the plugin very easily just by clicking here. So all in all, this application is made with the user in mind. It supports now P3D as well. I'm not sure if you guys use P3D, but it does support. I think this support is minimal, though. I think it's still in beta. I'm not sure. But it does support P3D. All right, so you guys want, looks like some of you guys are asking about flight plans and what happens with flight plans. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come here and create a brand new flight. And we're going to select the departure to be London Heathrow, Echo Golf Lima Lima, and it will automatically put it for you here. And the destination is going to be, let's say, John F. Kennedy, KJFK. And the aircraft is, let's see here. What do I have? Do I have the Airbus? I do have the A321 Austrian Airlines. We'll just select it because we're just kind of testing things out. Okay, and we're going to say 5646. Call sign doesn't matter, you know, anything AUA234. Okay. Now, what SimToolKitPro does, it integrates with SimBrief. So it will actually grab your plan from SimBrief and import it into SimToolKitPro. There is an advanced feature here, so it will allow you to change all the parameters that you're accustomed to changing when you're actually logged into SimBrief. Only now, you don't really have to go to SimBrief because you've got this tool. So you can simply go here to change the routing, the destination runway, if you have a custom route, alternates, performance. Again, you can select auto or you can select whatever you want. Same thing for fuel, weights, and options. Now, this is important because it has the operational flight plan format that you're familiar with and comfortable with. And the Lido format in SimBrief is probably the closest to real world flight plans. And the units, so you can select kilograms or pounds here. So we're just going to leave it in kilograms. And then this is the question that was asked, will it get you the SIDS and stars? And the answer is yes, it will get you the SIDS and stars. And SimBrief actually gives you the proper runways based on the wind direction. So as you guys know, or may know, aircraft will always depart and land into the wind. So it will always select the correct runway for departure depending on wind. There are a few exceptions, and sometimes SimBrief is not very accurate for those exceptions, but for the most part, it nails it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to click on Generate Plan. And as you can see now, it's saying generating. And all you need to do is really provide the user ID and password for your SimBrief account. So that's what I'm going to do. And we just log in. And as you can see now, SimBrief is processing the request. And voila. So we're done now, and the entire flight plan is now loaded into SimToolKitPro, as you can see. In fact, with the ETOPS as well, I believe those are the equal time points right here and right here. If you click now on Fly Now, of course, we're not connected to the simulator. So once we connect to X-Plane, you can simply click on Connect X-Plane 11 or Connect B3D, depending on the simulator. But as you can see now, you have the entire flight plan here. This is the operational flight plan. Again, the use of tabs is just really, really good. It makes things so much easier in terms of readability. So we can click on the charts and maps, scratch pads, and all the waypoints in this specific flight. Again, the same thing, you can cycle through the tabs for the departure airport and the destination. So you can go to load here, radio, METAR information, TAF, and the same thing for the destination. Again, you've got all the radio frequencies, the METAR and the TAF for JFK. You've got the elevation, transition altitude, all the information that you require to conduct your flight. Again, you can move here to from here to log map 2, and now you can actually see the flight path. Let me remove some of those. Let me close this and this. We'll just leave SimToolKitPro, and now you can see save and update. Okay, so now we can see our flight path here. As you can see now this is where we're going to depart, and the entire flight path is mapped, and you can do whatever you like with it. You can zoom in, zoom out. Really, really cool features in this version. So this version is a pre-release version, and I believe, according to the developer, it should be available this weekend. All right, let's see here. Any other questions? Someone was asking about the donation. Let's see here. Can we donate to you somewhere? Yeah, I mean, the feature is there. I haven't enabled it yet. As you know, guys, I normally any money that is made on the channel or through the streams goes for good causes, because I personally don't need the money that that is generated from YouTube. So I normally donate it to charities, American Cancer Society, COVID-19 now, or for the less fortunate children in the world. I think in situations like this, I think we ought to learn to give. So I will enable it at some point, and hopefully in future streams you'll be able to donate if you like. At the moment, the option is not enabled. So this is pretty much it. This is what I wanted to share with you guys in this short stream about SimToolKitPro. If you want to donate to the developer of the application, this is the button here where you can donate. As you can see here, the message, I will read it to you guys, is SimToolKitPro will be forever free, but there are minimal running costs with it. If you have found SimToolKitPro super useful and would like to contribute to the development, you can do so here. So there you go. It's a free application. It's not even called donationware. Dan is a really great guy, and I will support him in any way I can. And if you guys can do, please do so. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to let you guys go, and yeah, I'm not sure. I have Nightbot moderating this stream, so I'm seeing things for the first time here. But anyway, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to find a time where the the traffic on the internet traffic is not very high, and I will do a full flight. I am going to have a surprise for you guys in the coming days. It's going to be a live stream, But I'm just not going to say anything more than that at this point. It's just going to be, I hope, a pleasant surprise to most of you. Until next time, folks, please take care of yourselves, stay safe, keep the social distancing, and please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. And thanks for watching the stream. And bye-bye for now.